What's up? How's it going? Welcome back. Damn, Adrian, I don't know how you do it over here, but welcome back to La Cantina podcast. This is Tony, your host with the most. Or Tony Torta, or whatever you beautiful people want to call me today. And today I'm with my socio, my right-hand man, the one and only, the 2K wearing.
Your homie Rambo, back at it again here.
Why do you sound so shy, bro?
I don't, dude. That's how I talk. I don't. How do you want me to sound?
like
real shy
más
guy.
con pila, you know?
Más con pila.
Yeah. Con ganas.
Con ganas,
And as you guys can tell, we got the one, the only, they're back. Part 2. I don't know how to introduce you
Two
guys.
for two.
The 2 for 2? The 2 for 2.
Yes, the collars.
The collars.
The brother collars.
yeah.
But say hi to the fans. out there.
Cito's back in Utah. So let me clear some things up. I did live here for like 24 years, 25 years. So when I say I come visit, it's like I'm at home. But back at it with these guys, La Cantina, with my brother. See what's up.
What's up, peep?
Don't be out shy, Bobby boy.
Now we got you guys back because I want to know a little bit more about Cito, C-Dawg, how he, what made him who he is today, in a sense. Kind of talk about that past, because you've told us a little bit about it last episode, and I want to see if we can dive into it a little bit more. That's cool with you.
Yeah.
To the bandido life shit.
To the bandido life, yeah.
Shit. Well, I was telling these guys, man, when we were driving over here, like people say, and I'm just going to be honest, before I get into it, like people say, like, man, when I was doing bad things, I wasn't happy. You know what I mean? I wasn't comfortable.
They say like, oh, I was so ashamed of that life. I didn't have fun.
Well, not only that, I'm just going to be honest with you. I was a little ashamed, but I still had fun.
So you were happy.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so I see people on social media that talk about it, and I'm not condoning it because I'm one of the lucky ones that I made it through the fire. You know what I mean? For so long, and for whatever reason, God came down and said, like I said, I'm así that way. You know what I'm saying? What was I saying?
You were happy being about.
Oh, yeah. They say like, oh, I was watching my back all the time. I was this, and I'm sure I was, but I enjoyed it to the fullest, And so, but I know what I was doing was wrong. Like I used to go by, like I remember one time I was driving, I would see a McDonald's worker. Like I don't know why McDonald's stuck out. I was at the bus stop. And I would think, like, if you put us both together, I would be more proud of them because they're doing honest work, and I chose not to. So I'm from L.A., man. So being in L.A., man, I don't know about everybody, but me and my people, if you can come up, you're going to come up. Mm. Like if there's and I'm not proud of it, but if there's a car that's open, you're going to rummage through it. You're going to, that's just the way we were brought up. And then my daughter was born, right? And so for whatever reason, in the time that, shout out to my daughter, she got a little upset at me, Brittany.
Get close.
Yeah, she got upset at me last time that I didn't shout her out. I didn't know it was a big deal. So shout out Brittany.
Oh, she got mad.
My angel warrior. Yeah.
Why is that?
Nino's got your back too,
because I didn't shout her out.
Oh,
I didn't know. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
For some reason, I heard her. She got mad because I shouted her out.
No, because she didn't. Because I didn't shout her out.
Yeah.
But
so how you got into life was
my baby's mom. She got pregnant, and I went off like it's crazy because when you think you're gonna have a baby, you want to turn the other
cheek or like
other leaf. Yeah. Do better. I did worse. Like almost
instantly.
Yeah, like bad in LA. And then I got in trouble, and then I got too much in trouble that I was gonna have to go and do some time. Not serious. Like I found out, and we'll get into that some other time. I was young. I didn't know what the hell was going on, but I left to come to Utah to turn over a new leaf. And I got a job. I remember I came with him. I came and lived with him. One of the first times I ever had my own room. I came and lived with him, and I had money saved, and I was all whatever, doing whatever I wanted. But he had told me, if you didn't come here to just bullshit. Yeah, you got to get a job. You got to this. I didn't know anybody, so I got a job. I got a job, got promoted, everything. And my baby's mom was going to come out with my daughter because I got like fake driver's license, but legit stuff because I was already in the scene in LA. And I was going to turn over a new leaf. I thought I knew better. I thought I would never get in. I said to myself, as long as I don't ever get arrested, they'll never know who I am because I'll always have this fake ID. And then she decided not to come. Last minute, dude. Like, you know what I mean? So I stayed out here because I was still on the run. And then one of the homies from back home just kind of said, hey, you know, Cito, you think you can work with this? I was never, and I'm just going to say this, I was never a drug dealer. I did more harsher stuff, you know. But when I came to Utah, I turned into that because my connections, and it was easy. And so that's like 1 year turned into 24 years, and then everything, like, you know, in between. So I first started, can I talk about, like...
Yeah, I was going to ask you, like, what do you mean by harsher things? Like, if you want to get into it a little bit.
Well, I mean, I was more of a, like, you know, more, you know, of a... More, like, selling drugs, man, like, it's you're not, you know, you have to carry a gun potentially or whatever, this and that, but you're just selling drugs. Like, you know, yeah, you got to worry about people like trying to, you know, jack you.
Like jack you
or yeah, like, yeah, but I wasn't like, you know, I didn't worry about that too much. I had good people around me. So when I came to Utah and started doing what I was doing, like it almost seemed like I wasn't doing as bad, like compared to LA. And I don't want to get into it, like, you know, but out there I was doing hardcore bad stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When I came here, I came over here to turn over a new leaf, right? And I said, hey, shit, I'm not sticking up people. I'm not, you know, I'm not hurting anybody. I'm just giving them what they want. And I lasted like that which was incredible, man. Like, cause like I said in the other podcast, I've always been incredibly private. Like I didn't get a Facebook until after I got busted. Like I wasn't on there or anything like that. And in Utah, you can kind of, you know, go under the radar. You know what I'm saying? That I made it a point to do that. Like I had friends who told me, like, Cito, you know, we can, you know, you can flood the valley if I wanted to, but then I'm putting myself out there. So I wanted to just make sure that I was comfortable and had what I had, you know? Like, I don't understand, like, people, I mean, you shouldn't be selling drugs anyways or breaking the law, you know? But if you're going to do it
the right way.
Yeah, why are you nickel and diming just so that you can get high? You know what I'm saying? That's how I saw it. Like, you know, I would do everything different, man. I wouldn't even do it to begin with. Like I said, I'm happy. I'm just grateful to be here, man. Right here with you guys, with my brother, with you, with them. But that life, you know.
I feel like it comes to you, like, almost like naturally, like even if you don't want to, sometimes you get pushed into it. And I feel like that's what, like, I don't think you like went out looking to get into that life. You were just at the right, in a sense.
Well, it's your surroundings. It's the people you hang out with. And I had friends who were in that life in LA, like I said. But you're automatically like a travieso. Like you already, like, it's different. You know what I mean? And my friends went like towards this path, and I just follow them. And I'm not a follower, but I'm just saying they just open up that path. Like, hey, there's fatty over here. That's easy money. We're doing this. We're doing that. And it was, you know. But that was quick, and then I had to come to Utah. And then I've been in Utah. That's why I love this place. You know, people say, like, Cito, why do you go to Utah so much? Because it's just Utah. They see it that way, right? But to me, Utah is everything, man. It is what you make it. Literally, this is a state, it is what you make it, I think. That's the way I see it. Like, it lets you be whatever you want to be here. If you want to find shit, you'll get into some shit. If you want to lay low, you can lay low. I love this state.
And there's a lot of people that come over here to change lives. Like, I heard a lot of podcasts where they're like, I was doing bad in California or Chicago or New York.
Yeah.
And I came to Utah to turn that shit around.
Yeah, and so did I, until I quit, like, you know. So I lost my, like, I didn't lose my job. I quit I left my job like over a year and a half ago, and I haven't worked again. And I get to, like, I like to do shit my own way. That's why probably I sold drugs for so long and was, you know, whatever.
Yeah, because I always thought you were like into finance.
Yeah, well, that's what I told her.
I thought,
well,
yeah,
that's
his
me, like
moves. That's his move covering everybody. Mijo.
I never wanted to be that guy. Like I said, I always say that people sell drugs or do dirt for different reasons, and one of the reasons people just want the notoriety. Like, oh, he's the man, and I never wanted to be the man. Like I didn't need to. Like I always did good at everything. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't need to be like, oh, I'm the guy from LA. And I dress nice, and I got some feria, you know what I mean? And I look good or whatever, if you guys want to say I look good. You know what I mean? But
I can attest.
I used to say that I was in real estate. Because I wasn't doing it to be the man. I was doing it so that I don't have to work, and I can choose to do whatever I wanted. Like I wasn't making millions. I'm not going to sit here and lie, but I even thought about it because I thought like if I was on the podcast, what would I say or whatever? I'd say I made around. I want to say I stuck to maybe like $160,000 a year.
That's good.
Average
back then.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Tax free. Maybe some days I made like 100. Maybe some day I made like 300,000 a year, right? But I decided to be like that, and I had friends who told me like, Cito, all you got to do is bring it. I'm like, yeah, man, but too much attention. So I was calculated on what I did, but we had fun. My brother had fun. You know what I'm saying? Like I was able to pay for shit. And I wouldn't be saying like, I'm only here, like I said, by the grace of God, for whatever reason. It's, like you said, mijo, like the podcast is about, like giving the underdogs or the whatever a word, like a voice. And I've always been like that, man. Like I've always stuck up. And it is what it is, man. They can think whatever. I've always been the cool guy, man. Always been the cool guy. I had 2 cool ass brothers that showed me. And so I always brought the underdog to see what it was like. And I made friends. Like my brother said, like we went out on Saturday for Iggy. Shout out to Iggy.
Oh, I'm talking about that.
For Iggy's Volo.
Yeah, Saturday, we went to their house because like we were making some content. When he says he dresses up nice, bro, it's like no homo, right? But it's nice, like old school, like how like Italian nice, like that. Like pinstripe, turtleneck. I was like, damn, okay, Uncle Cito.
Playboy. I got to, you know what I mean? Because I'm not as young as I used to.
Kind of like Scarface.
See, wait, I was like, oh shit, like, do I owe you some money? Like, I'll be there next time on time.
So you said you used to say real estate.
Yeah, well, because my brother did real estate on the side, so I could fake it back.
I know, but what happens if they would have told you like, sell me like
a house
or something?
Well, I could still do it.
You still do it?
But I was an investor.
Oh, really?
So, you know what I mean? It's open. Like, and if they ask questions or whatever, I said, listen, my brother,
he would talk to me.
I'm real good on the fly. I go, my brother is the one that, you know what I mean? I'm the, like, I would even, like, this would talk me up. I go, I'm the hard money lender, real big shot. I'm the pockets, right? And then my brother, I would say my brother takes care of all that, But in between then, like I said, man, we had fun. We had a lot of fun, a lot of crazy ass stories.
What's one that like comes to mind like right away where you can be like, I'm the one that helped pay for all this. Like all this happened because of me.
What do you mean? No, not well, bro. That's a gang of stories. But one story that sits with me, like, because there's been so many. I was at my house and I thought about like, hey, Cito, think about one of your stories, and I was like, I couldn't think of nothing because there's so many. But one that when I was in Arizona, I was getting to know the neighbor, one of the homies. And we were talking about each other, like, hey, yeah, this is how I used to be or whatever. And I said, yeah, man, by the grace of God, I always say that, by the grace of God, I'm right here in my own house, right? Big old house, doing whatever I want. And I said, but because I was feeling comfortable with them, I go, how off I used to think, like how, this is Fast and Furious type shit. Like, so one of the guys, I did some time in Nephi jail, and I met this guy, right, who became a good friend of mine, and he had to do more time than I had to do, and I'm only saying this because I can deny it, right, because we're on a podcast, right, so I could just say I talked it up. This is Marvel Studios or whatever type shit, but he had his wife call me.
Maybe you should have said that.
What?
You fucked it up so you could use that. Now they're going to be like, no, you just...
Well, that's what I'm saying. They don't know. But, right? Hey, you need proof in a court of law. That's what I know. And this, you know what I mean? It is what it is.
That's conspiracy.
Yeah. That's, no. They can get you on conspiracy, bro. But I'm just saying, like, they can't go back and prove.
If you don't got your
It's a
hand in
movie.
the cookie
Yeah,
jar.
it's a movie. I'm saying, you know what I mean? This is fictional, right? But the wife called me
Everybody
and said,
get with it.
the wife called me and said, hey, so-and-so wants you to go see him in jail. And so I went. And because he had my back in jail, bro. Like, he was a good guy. And so I went, and I'm talking to him through the
Is it like in the movies, like where you pick up the telephone?
Yeah. I'm talking to him, and he's telling me, I don't even know how he told me exactly, but basically this is what it is. He goes, they're doing an auction in Nephi where,
Hit him with that one.
yeah, where there's a car that they didn't find all the whole load in it, and there's still a lot in it, right? This is, and if anybody knows about Nephi is like highway patrol / sheriff station or whatever / jail.
Yeah, because it's like very out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they had cars there for like, I want to say over 30 years. And for whatever reason at this time, they were going to auction them. And my boy told me, hey, come to the jail, to the highway patrol office, because that's where the auction was, and bid on this car. And me, okay. Like, right? Like, in our line of business, we want to do shit the furthest away from the highway patrol station.
Right.
Yeah, but nah, not this guy. Yeah, real
007,
dumb shit.
Yeah.
Nah,
not even 007.
yeah, not
It's
even,
like,
bro. That I can't believe I decided to do that. And I'm always quiet. I'm always careful. Anybody will tell you, bro. I go the speed limit when I used to do dirt, everything, seatbelt, everything. Well, for whatever reason, my dumb ass, me and my boy Frenchie, shout out to Frenchie, we went to Provo. And there's no clubs in Provo back like in those days. And so we went out somewhere and we got trashed. We wrestled in the room that night because I told him not to let me call my ex-girlfriend.
Wait, what?
And, yeah, bro.
What?
Yeah, dude. He went
You're getting
yeah,
deep.
dude. We got back to the room because I told him, I said, whatever happens, don't let me call my ex-girlfriend. Whatever happens, right? And then he came back, bro, and he took that shit to heart.
Yeah, whatever happened.
Yeah, I'm on it like this, bro. That fucker, he dove from the other side of the room.
Yeah. And then he's like this, look, here, drink instead of...
Yeah. No, dude. He got on me. I like, bro, nah, whatever. He messed up my shirt. He ripped my shirt. Like, but he kept me from calling my ex, bro.
Hey, he did his job.
Yeah. I told him, and I was all pedo. Like, gone, bro. And so we wake up the next day, bro, and it's one of those borracheras where you're and it was in the sun. So we show up to this auction, bro, in the sun, sweating like alcohol, and we're still kind of buzzed, and like we're not being discreet because we're still happy. Like, orale, we're gonna come up, and sure enough, bro, we bid on the car,
and you win.
Yeah, we're gonna win either way. Like, I got it for like $1,700. Like my homie said, keep the car. You know what I mean? And we took it, very pendejo, took it to a boy's house, and sure enough, there was madre in there. Not what he said, but yeah. We came up like maybe like 15 grandes each. This is our talk. 15 grandes mean for you guys is a stack. You know what I mean? So 50, like around 15 G's each. But that's when I thought about, like, you know, that's how my life was, to think that it's a good idea to go into the belly of the beast, right? Into the enemy's territory and pull that shit out. That's crazy to me. Like, one of the stories that stands out big time. Like, to go in, like, bro, have you been to, like, we went into the highway patrol office, bro. Like, I'm saying, like, their station / jail, and bid on a car that was still loaded, drove that shit home, and sure enough, it was still loaded, got that shit out, came up. That's, you know what I mean? Like, who does that?
That's definitely some.
Yeah, this dumb vato, right?
That's casino, Goodfellas, all rolled up in Utah.
It's like Goodfellas.
Yeah, bro, that's the kind of shit. Like the Fast and the Furious kind of did something like that, where they stole something and then they had to hide it in the police impound. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And they go, I know where to hide it. Shout out to Paul Walker, right?
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
Paul Walker, for real though. But you know what I mean? Like that. And I thought, you know, that's the stupid shit I used to I used to, not all the time, bro, but that stands out.
That's
and then
the
all the
one you
good
like,
times,
damn,
like
yeah.
going to the Bronco game, like with all my homies, like most of my homies, you know what I mean? Because they all worked for me. I used to tell them. There's another story. Like, I'm a Denver Bronco fan, and you know what I mean? Not all serious, so you don't have to write me hate shit to all my 13 followers today. Because last time it was 7.
No,
I
it
got
was
like
4.
13. 4?
Yeah, it was 4 last.
Yeah, it was 4.
Yeah, but by the end of the time, it was like
yeah.
9.
Okay, well,
Hey, it's going up.
Yeah, so I used to tell my friend, we used to go to all the home openers, all the Denver
Why the Broncos?
That's my team, bro. Because I used to be a Raider fan / Bronco fan when I was younger, and all my friends were Raider fans. And I'm a little bit of a rebel.
bro, we used
Like I
to,
said.
not to get off track, but
Oh, yeah.
this guy be like, hey, we got Monday Night Football. You know how we, like we said, we would go out and all that. There was like spots where they would have like nice gathering. And this guy would go with his suit. And we're in L.A., you know what I mean? You tell me what Raider fan wants to be kind of cool once they're a little bit, tilted. And this guy would be like, nah, I'm wearing my colors. Okay, then, well, I got to do push-ups, stretch out, make sure, you know what I mean? Because you never know. But we survived. We were kind of cool. Like, people, they always wanted to trip. Sit down, have a drink with us, be cool. Let it ride, It ain't about all that.
Maybe I
But
should
yeah.
have said I was a Bronco fan now.
Yeah, he is.
I'm all off.
He's been a hardcore
No?
Bronco fan.
Nah. But I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm just happy because we're 8-5.
And I'm a Chiefs fan.
Into a
I'm a Chiefs fan.
kick.
No. Let's just not go there. Let's not go there.
Yeah. Let's leave it all out. We're
to all
staying
my
the
Chiefs.
subject.
But that's it. It's only because we've climbed that mountain. We climbed that mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The refs really helped too. But
Not
anyway.
Yeah. We got the zebras in our pocket.
Chingo,
We got them.
Chingo. Yeah.
We'll let it go.
Yeah. So back to that, like obviously, like that's what you guys did. Broncos games,
Yeah, so we used to
Living
go to
the
all
life. Living the life.
we used to go to all the home openers. And I used to tell my friends, and a few of them worked for me. I would tell them, hey, I'll pay for everything. Like the room, the hotel. I mean, with the hotel, yeah. But the hotel, the rental car, the tickets, the flight, everything. And I would tell them, all you need is spending money. And they worked for me. So I would know when they were getting paid. So I would set it up at that time where I knew they had spending money. So like 5 or 6 of us would all go out there. Shout out to Javi, Frenchie, Frankie, Matt, gang of us. And just, like my friend told me one time, bro, like he broke up with his old lady, and I was getting ready to go to Vegas, and he had told me, he goes, I heard it in his voice. I said, what's wrong? He goes, I just broke up with my bitch. You know what I mean? Or whatever. I was like, well, let's go to Vegas. I'm on my way. I'm leaving to Vegas in like a half hour. He's all, Cito, I ain't got no money. I said, you don't need any money. That's why that's why I do what I do. So that, you know what I'm saying? Like we got it, we spent it as fast as we,
Dude, bring it.
yeah. And I got a cute story on his ass too. He wanted to pay for a drink in Vegas. And
That's
Just-
feeding me.
yeah. Well, check it out. This the funny thing is I was like,
like-
nah, it's all good. I got it. And then he's all, nah, see, dog, you brought me. I got you. I got the first round, whatever. I was like, all right, whatever. So we went to a club in Vegas, and he asked the guy, the bartender, he goes, hey, let me get 2 Coronas and 2 shots. And the guy brought him 2 Coronas and 2 shots, and fucking might as well have been like $1,000. It was like, nah, it wasn't. But it was like $90 or some shit like that. And my boy was all like, nah, you must have misunderstood me, buddy. I said 2 Coronas and 2 shots. And the guy goes, yeah, I heard you. That's what it is. And he looked at me like, damn. I go, yeah, I got it. Don't trip. But
You were there to help out, like
for everything, bro.
Yeah.
For you know what I mean? Like what's crazy, man, in that life, I rarely asked anybody for help. But since I've turned over a new leaf, like I have to ask for help, and I don't mind, because that's what my friends are there for. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know how to I mean, this might not sound right, man. I didn't know how to really get on a computer or copy and paste and do all that shit. I was a money man for just, you know what I mean? Like I wasn't on social media because I was private. I didn't want to be out there. Now I'm out there.
His car get a flat. Hey,
get a new car.
Come and help. Yeah, bro.
Get a new car.
No, Drew. Hey, he didn't cook.
No?
You know what I mean? He just like
I
said
didn't cook for like
Look,
20 years,
when,
bro.
when we talk about like both sides, but the thing about it is what in the end, he's always been the way he is. Like he wasn't private because he didn't want to be private. It was private to protect the family, to protect his friends, to protect him. You know what I mean? And like on the way over here, the way he was saying, you know, like, yeah, that's bad, that kind of line of work. But he didn't just do it on his own. He shared with everybody. Like, you know what I mean? Like what he said, you know, he'd come into town. I didn't really know, you know, we'd get a house on the lake, you know, for my mom, all the above.
The jet
all, you
skis.
know what I mean? It was family time,
Yeah.
but it was calculated. You just don't know how somebody, like what you said, he was a financial whatever. It is what it is, you know, but it's all said and done. Here we are. And
now, look, let me get into this. And now we're doing this podcasting, and people are probably asking, like, hey, C-Thought, what are you doing, right? Well, I got these two friends. That's why we're doing this, because I won't go back to that life, because there's nothing in that life. I'm one of the lucky ones. Very lucky to have been able to go for as long as I did, get busted the way that I did it, as heavy as I did, everything. But I met these...
Not a lot of people make it out, pues.
Nah, man. Nah, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, over 20 years, like, literally... You know, like I said, I wasn't making millions a year, but I didn't need to. I was happy, and I was here in Utah. You can only go, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it's small. You know what I mean? And I knew that. I try to be calculated and everything. You know what I'm saying? You try to do something. You try to be as successful as you can be in that, whatever it is you're choosing to do. And so I'm not saying like, oh, I say the opposite. Don't do what I did. You know what I mean? Because I made it through, and they had my ass too. Like I said, grace of God, baby. You got God on your side, then you're all right.
Is it
You know what I
okay
mean?
if we ask you what happened? Like how you kind of felt? Like how
Somebody
Rome,
told on me.
how Rome fell?
Somebody told on me, and they were watching. There's two sides. There's a supplier and there's a buyer.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in the middle. I had to work my way up to where I didn't really have to get my, whatever, my hands dirty. Yeah.
From afar.
Yeah. And they were listening to this guy, right? And I'm not going to say if he's the supplier or the buyer. And then one of the guys told on me, like, set me up. You know, and so when somebody sets you up and you're in the mix, man, it's only a matter of time because they have somebody on the inside. And I didn't know it because I liked the guy, you know. And the guy was from out here, and maybe I'll talk about it. Let me talk to a few of my people to see if it's if it's even a
Like
smart idea
yeah.
to you know what I mean, or whatever. But I can say, you know, people get ratted on all the time, you know, whatever. But I got told on, and that was it. And you know, I'm not saying it proud, man, but I'm gonna just say it so I don't have to lie about it. You know, the FBI came and picked me up, and
how long did you stay in there, or how much time did you get?
I didn't. So that's another one, man. It's gonna get a little tricky because people are gonna say like, nah, see, dog, you don't. You know, I didn't.
Let's talk about like the good times. You know what I mean?
Nah. Look,
talk about.
Look, I didn't, like I said, man, I didn't do a whole lot of time because the circumstances changed, evidence changed, you know what I mean? Like shit changed.
For the greater of good or whatever.
And it opened the door for me, right? So I was fighting my case for like 2.5 years. I worked and I did all kinds of shit or whatever. And there's paperwork, man. People can look it up, and it is what it is. But that's why I say, man, I was done. I was cooked. And for whatever reason, man, I did what I did. Some shit got lost. What is a testimony wasn't, you know, whatever, this and that. And so somehow I was able to wiggle my way through, you know. And that's, like I said, I'm here right now trying to do this whole social media thing because, like I was going to say, well, I'll pivot. Two of my dear friends, John Rallo, shout out, and Kimo Silva, like, I met John like 15 years ago. He's the one that's really close to Joe Rogan.
Mm-hmm. And if this don't work out.
Yeah. What I say, if this podcast shit don't work out, I'm moving in with one of those two. They don't even know it. You know
ready.
what I mean?
Get ready.
But they would love to have me, man. They're like my brothers. But I met John when my boy Eric Davenport and Heather, another shout out, I'm shouting out everybody.
He does.
They got married in Vegas. And it was during the day I was drinking like I was at a wedding, and then my boy came pick me up like at 9 o'clock. So I was being irresponsibly responsible because I got to ride home, and I met John Rollo, and I was all faded or whatever, this and that, and I asked him if he knew any girls, or I don't know what I asked him, and they saw me all drunk, whatever, the night before, and then the next morning I apologized to him. Like, my boy asked me, like, hey man, you was a little wild, whatever, this time. Man, I'm in Vegas, whatever. I didn't do anything disrespectful. I'll never forget this. John said, you know what, Cito, it's all good. At least you're a happy drunk, right? And you don't really want to get drunk, right? But I'm in Vegas, whatever, this and that. And so we go upstairs, and he calls it, let's go upstairs and fix your head. That means smoke weed, right? Because I smoked weed back then, And we smoke, man, and that's why they tell me to get to talking, because once I smoke, I'll talk for like 10 hours. And that's when I say, like, he's the one that said, like, Cito, you should be on a podcast. You should be on Joe Rogan's podcast. He told me this like 15 years ago when Joe Rogan just started his podcast. But again, I was private because that's when I was doing my dirt. So I was like, nah, I'm not trying to do all that. So I got to know them, man. And, 15 years later, turning back to what he said, because he still says, Cito, you can do it. You just got to be comfortable. My only thing is getting comfortable with this guy.
You're cameraman. Like, you're 110% more comfortable in the camera, though.
Yeah, well, I'm getting there. That's what I'm saying, because I never was out there, and they're telling me, like, Cito, you just have to be yourself when you're around your loved ones. And even right now, like, I smoked a little bit of weed to loosen up, and it's either I get loose
or I'm stiff.
Yeah. So right now I'm like in the middle. I'm in the middle.
Yeah. Adrian's staring at you like, man, this guy's ready to go. Yeah. Adrian don't even know, dude.
But I just have one question. When you were in there, is that what changed your mentality to be like, I need to get out of this shit? Or
when I was in jail?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What didn't happen when I was out getting lap dances? Nah, not really. I'm not getting lap dances, but I'm just saying, yeah, bro.
Yeah,
the FBI comes and gets you, bro. And I didn't know how serious it was, man. Like, that these guys came and got me until I came home. Like, I got my judge, and so you guys want to look shit up. My judge was Judge Wattups, and his nickname was Let Him Walk Wattups. So I had the best judge to give me a chance. God put him in front of me. God put my probation guy in front of me. God put everything in front of me for me to be here right now. You know what I mean? And when I got out, I was watching, like, not out just on pretrial. I was watching History Channel. And I was watching, and they said, like, the FBI went, they was the ones looking for Saddam Hussein. No, for Osama. And I might have been eating cereal or some shit, right? And I see that, I was like, these are the guys that, you know what I mean? Like, these are the guys that came and got me. Because I just thought, just a little old me. But I guess they didn't, And when I was in there, at my age, bro, like, you know what I mean? Like, looking at, life in prison.
How old were you when you were in there?
40.
40.
Yeah.
And what went through your head though? Like,
that I'm done, bro. Because the first, they wanted me to talk, right? And I told them, nah, I don't get down like that. You know what I mean? Like, I'd been busted twice already, serious things, and I didn't talk. And I'm not going to talk the last time. And so they, the first judge, I didn't know that federal court, like, the judge has to grant you bail. Mm-hmm. In state, it's automatic, but it could be high, right? But federal, it's up to the judge. He can deny you, and the first judge denied me. And so I'm like, I don't have no case if I'm not able to get out and show them that I can turn my life around, because all they know is what's in front of them. Yeah. And that's all, you know what I mean? And so, like I said, man, I mean it, man. Like, I mean, this is not a religious podcast, man, but it's God, because they had everything. You know what I mean? They had everything. And for whatever reason, shit got lost, shit got
misplaced, mishandled.
Yeah, whatever it is, man.
The universe.
And here I am. And I said that I'll never go back. And check this out, man, because I'm kind of proud of this, right? Like, everybody told me to write something down when I was in front of the judge, because I still didn't know what he was going to give me. And I told him, like, when you're in front of the judge, bro, it's like a roller coaster. Like, he started saying all kinds of good shit. Like, yeah, dude, you're doing good. You got your license. You're working, whatever. And I'm like, damn, looks like I'm going to do good. And then out of nowhere, he starts fucking talking, yeah, but you got caught with the gun and all these pilas and all this other mamada. I'm like, damn, I'm going up the river. It's about to send me up the river, right?
Yeah.
And then he starts talking good. Oh, yeah, I heard you're a good disco dancer.
Sure,
and all
yeah.
kinds of mamadas, right? And then again, nah, but you know what? Remember when you had that bike and you crashed or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then everybody said all kinds of good stuff, man. And then it was my turn. I told him what I told him, and then this is what I told him at the end. I said, and I'll get all emotional, right? But I said, I go, it doesn't matter if I lie to you. It doesn't matter. I can lie to you. I can lie to the cops that pull me over. I can lie to my family back here. I go, but I can't lie to God. I can't hide from him. And I'll never go back to this life. And for whatever reason, bro, and I've done research on this before, you know what I mean? Like for whatever reason, he saw me and he said, you know what? I'm not going to send you to prison. You're doing so good. I've never done this before. You know what I mean? But I'm going to give you a chance.
You're a
You're
lawyer. You're a lawyer.
my lawyer too. Well, everybody, bro. Like I said, you know what I mean? It's not just, like everybody pats me in the back. Like, oh, Cito, and because I changed my life. It's not me. It's not just me. It was easy for me to pivot and do this with you guys and get a good job and be a top seller and do all this shit because it was instilled to me before I decided to go off the road. You know what I'm saying? So for me to go back to once this guy gave me a chance, and I'm not saying it was easy, bro, because towards the end, like, when you're on probation and you got a test sometimes and you get, you get away with it, or maybe you guys don't, then you get bold. You start thinking that bitchy telepathy, like, oh, it's not going to call my number. And they'll call you know what I mean? Like I was messing up, man, like towards the end. And again, they called my number, bro, and I was supposed to get off paper. And I called my lawyer because I knew I was dirty. And I asked him, I go, hey, did you send those papers in? And he goes, yeah. It was on a Monday. I remember this like it was yesterday. And he goes, yeah. And I go, we haven't heard nothing back. He goes, nah, I'll check on Friday. And I was like, he goes, why? Is everything okay? I go, yeah, it's all good. I couldn't test. I wasn't going to test. I was going to go missing for like 3 or 4 days to try to get it out of my system. But I was panicking. That's when you think to yourself, like, why did I even do that? It's not even worth it. I'm so close to the end. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was tripping, bro. But I went to work and like my lawyer calls me like at 10:15. And I'm thinking like, what the hell is this all about? And he tells me, you're done. That's exactly what he said. He goes, you're done. I go, what do you mean I'm done? He goes, yeah, you're off paper.
When he said you're done, Uncle,
bro,
did you think like back in the life, like, oh shit, I fucked up?
No, he said you're done. Like
done, like you're done.
No, I knew what he meant. Like I'm cleared. I don't have. Yeah, that's what he meant. He goes, your probation has been. No, your probation has been accepted. Like it's been terminated.
Right,
so he was.
Like you're complete. Like you're good.
Yeah,
to go.
bro. And I said, so I don't have to test.
He was complying, but also being, a little bit irresponsible.
Yeah,
and he was in between and almost there. If they would have pulled his card, then it would have been done. But he got that other, hey.
God.
Yeah.
Came again and
you're
said,
good,
hey.
You're good
again.
to go. And then he came out the gate, ciao, the next thing you know.
Yeah, bro. And then that was it, man. That's when I knew. And then I went and turned myself in to LA after like 24 years later. They were like, hey, what are you doing back here? Like, like it was funny. That's a funny thing. I went in there like all in a tie and all dressed up.
So after you had completed everything here in Utah,
I went and turned myself in to LA.
Clear everything.
Like after I was on the run for like 24 years.
Okay.
And so I went over there and this is a thing, man. Before I got busted, I was already transitioning to stop the life. But I will sit here right now, say that in hindsight, I wouldn't have stopped. Like that's, I'd already gotten a lawyer and I was already going to classes and stuff like that I needed to do to turn myself into LA. And then I got busted. So the lawyer was still retained. I still had some of the stuff done. You know what I mean? But I know that me getting in trouble, man, was the best thing that could have happened to me. Without a doubt. Now, if I'm in jail right now, like maybe I wouldn't be saying that, right? Because I'm in jail. But the fact that I'm here right now, you know what I mean? I'm able to visit my brother, stay with, see you two guys, you know what I mean? Like, I'm the happiest I've ever been, man, and I have the least material stuff that I've ever had. Like, it's not even close, bro. Like, I have maybe like 3% of the shit I used to have, but I'm the happiest I've ever been. You know what I mean? So when I went back there, I already had the ball in motion, and they only gave me 6 months. And my lawyer told me to turn myself in on a Thursday before like a Memorial Day weekend or whatever. In LA County, bro, is always packed.
Yeah.
Because of the holidays.
Well, it's already packed regardless.
Right.
Yeah.
But then the holidays. And so everybody was saying like, yeah, Cito, you'll be out in like, you know, like in 3 weeks or a month or 2 months or even whatever, right? And my lawyer said, I think you're going to be out in a day, Cito, like in a day. And I said, really? He goes, yeah. And so I went through everything, bro. I didn't sleep for 24 hours. I was in the trustee place. And then finally, bro, like I didn't call nobody. And then I called my daughter. And I told my daughter after I got my bed and everything, bro. And I didn't know what was, you know what I mean? Like what was going to be in front of me or whatever. That's LA County, bro. I hadn't been to LA County like in 25 years. And it's LA County. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows about that spot. And so I went in there. I called my daughter. I told her, Mama, I'm good. Call everybody, tell them I'm good. It is what it is. And so I went up to the top tier, bro, and I just looked over the jail and just said, this is where you're at, C-Dog. Like, you're going to be here for who knows how long.
Like embracing it in almost.
Yeah, like this is where you're at. You need to kind of turn it on. You know what I mean? Like, or whatever. So I went and laid my head down, and it felt like 10 minutes, bro. They knocked. They go, Vergara. And, like, I was falling asleep. And like a dream, I heard Vergara. And I looked at the trustee schedule, and I'd have to work till the next day. And I was like, what's up? Like, I goes, you ready? And I go, for what? And I was going to say, like, I don't work today. And they go to go home. Dude, I got up.
She's like, not yet. I got to take my nap.
Nah, hell no. Dude, I got up. I started giving everybody everything.
You don't want to be in jail, bro.
My soul, my everything, bro. And if anybody's been to LA County Jail, man, like I got out during regular hours because it was early. But when you get out, they usually let you out like in the morning, like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. The only thing that's open is Denny's. But I still wanted to go to Denny's. I only did 24 hours, bro. But I opened that door like I did fucking 10 years.
Bro.
Give me everything.
The processing in LA County is terrible. Like literally terrible.
That's the worst part.
Yeah. And then coming out, it's also like the processing. Without all the details, it's this bad. So when I was in and I was coming out, they're like, you're ready to go. I'm like, cool. You go. The last step is they give you your clothes because you're in your county blues or whichever, you know. And they gave me some bums clothes, like literally, like, you know, just bad. And just all manchado, every bad. And I looked at the guy and I'm like, hey, this is in my clothes.
Shit.
And the dude was like, you want to go back to your south? I'm like, it could have been a G-string. It could have been a top. I was like, hell, give me that, fool. I remember I walked out and Raina, my wife at the time, I walked out. I'm walking out. She didn't even know. She got scared. I walked up to the door, her door, and she's like, get away from me. I'm like, babe, it's me. It's bad, bro. It's bad. You just don't want to go back in. When you're out, you're out. I don't know how.
I wasn't ready for that, bro. Like, you know, like I was in and out in my early, like late teens, early 20s, in and out over some just bullshit. But I hadn't been there in like 25 years, bro.
Ensenada. Don't get caught up across the borders. That's some.
I heard it's rough.
They don't. No te. Si te ves, güero, like they just
Money,
really,
like
yeah. Especially that's a story between, you know, me and him.
He got lost in Ensenada, bro,
the
for
first
the weekend.
night, bro. The first night they got me, bro. It was straight up Rambo. Pero
Saved his life.
Pero no se rajó, bro. He came for me every single night.
After like 3 days, though, I should have.
At the end, so Friday, the very first night, dude, me agarraron. It was funny as hell, dude. They got me because the federales out there, they'll just snatch you up. It's just cat and mouse, and they'll put you in. They'll let you out. They'll let you walk about a block, and then they'll snatch you up again if you had the feria. They'll strip you down. It's bad, bro. It's bad. But I was in there.
That, or can you share that story?
Yeah, we'll share right now.
So I'm gonna. All right, yeah.
Let's
so
share that.
I'm barely with Raina at the time, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm lying, we're going to go do this. And my brother, the bad influence, he's like, we're going to go out here. We're going to go party. It's him and his boy, Louis. And I'm like, cool. So I set it up like, you know, we're just going to go because we have family in La Jolla. Mm-hmm. So we were going to go to La Jolla. But Chale, we went straight to Ensenada. You know what I mean? Prepping, getting our caritas all ready. So the very first night, Cito goes in. We're in a club. And me and his boy, I don't know what happened. We just wanted to go outside towards the back of the club. So we go out towards the back of the club, and then we're trying to get back in, and this Samoan man that worked there grabbed me. And just what they do is they grab you and they have whistles. Because, everybody's cuete. It's literally what goes in Mexico, and especially in Ensenada. So long story short, the guy grabs me and I'm telling him in Spanish, like, hey, ¿qué pasó? Like, we don't, and he blows the whistle and 5 federales. And his boy Louis is a big guy. They're pulling me out and they have a paddy wagon. They already got like 10, 15 dudes in there. I yell to Louis, I tell Louis, hey, go get Cito to bail me out, because you could bail out. I forgot how much the feria was, you know what I mean? And then we're all cuete. It's an ego, you know what I mean? He's sitting there surrounded by girls all talking. I'm like, understand the mission. Go get Cito and bail me out. Hey, ¿qué están haciendo? And the federales, they're about like 2 feet tall, but 20 of them like ants, right? He goes, ¿quién eres tú? And he goes, yo soy amigo. Agarra ese cabrón, bro. They fucking snatched him up, beat him up, threw him in the paddy wagon, bro. It's ugly.
Se te quite.
Yeah. I'm making it sound funny.
So is Louis like
listen,
Hispanic or is
Yeah,
he
yeah.
like white?
So look, they don't like Americans. They don't like, how can I say, you know what I mean? Like, if you're both ways, if you try to be, however, like badass, te chingan, bro. They'll throw you in. You could have 100 of them in a room like this, like sardines, dude. And they'll open the gates. If they remember, if you were all messed up or whatever, or messed up property, they'll go in there and club you, make you bite the curb. Long story short, it was bad, bro. I've seen a lot of things, whatever, but at the end, I'm thinking I'm rambling it up. Like, everybody's getting pushed out. Hey, call my brother, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? It's San Francisco or whatever. I'm in there with 3 locals and one dude from, I think he was San Diego. And I'm laying down and I'm thinking in my head, like, that's it. It's time to, and they told us, you guys are going to Mexicali. You guys are going to go and work. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you guys.
Chain gang.
Yeah. And I'm laying down and I'm thinking, well, they'll eventually come and get me. Or I get lost in the system or whatever. No. And then I'm late.
I wasn't done partying.
Hey, quit cutting off, Cherry. This guy says he came. You already know. I don't know if he did every single time. He was probably like, my brother ain't around, no compitación. So, ciao. Yeah. I'm going to be all elegante by myself. And I'm over here just surviving. You know what I mean? So anyways, on the last day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, this guy comes and gets me. And I haven't eaten anything because they'll feed you stuff that'll jack you up. Like, literally, I'm sick. And I hear, again, Bobby, I thought I was dreaming, bro. And I got up. Right here. Like right here, dude. He got me out. And, they always got like those little carts, the tacos.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, bro, that was the best damn. It ain't no joke out there, bro. It ain't no joke.
I want to hear your version now, yeah.
It's very similar.
Very similar.
But I did
How did you find out that he was gone?
Louis told me.
I he did tell you?
Yeah, he did come and tell me, and I went when he told me. And I said, hey, mi hermano aquí está. Well, no, pues cheque ahí la lista, güey. Right? And my Spanish isn't that good to begin with, you know what I mean? But I love speaking Spanish. I'm in there with the taco. Hey, whatever, right?
Where's my brother?
Yeah. Whatever. So I go in there, and he's not on the list. Like, I looked at the list. He's not on the list.
They were going to keep me.
Well, okay. But I thought maybe he already got out, and then he's doing what he does in Ensenada. Maybe he's laid up with some friends or a chick or whatever, because that could happen.
Yeah.
So that's what I actually thought. Like, where's he at? But, because he's not in jail. I just checked, and that's where he was at last, right? And so we partied. I partied all weekend. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. He told me he came back every hour on the hour.
No, I didn't come back every hour of the hour. I didn't tell him that. Nah.
You did tell me.
That I came back every hour?
You came back
I lied then.
You told me you came back every...
I'll tell you now.
Yeah.
I'll tell you now. I don't go... That way I get it off my chest.
He got up early in the morning, drank his eggs, and started for a jog. And he's like, let me go check and see my brother.
Nah.
Yeah, a little fairy.
I didn't check on him every... But I'm telling you,
now
bro,
the truth is coming out.
no, I didn't tell you I checked on every hour, dog. No, I didn't.
Yeah,
but anyways,
you did.
I did go at the end. So, all right. Well, listen, either way, you're out because,
I'm right here. Yeah.
Well, you're still being there right now.
Maybe you could have got me out on Saturday.
But it wasn't my fault because they messed.
It was. You didn't come and check. You told me you checked.
I did check, bro. So let me just finish my story. All right. The tacos came later. Right. Let me just say. Right?
Acomódalo, cabrón.
So after it was Monday, bro, and my brother's still not around. Mm-hmm. So me and Louis go back to the jail. And again, I look on there and he's not on there. I said, hey, I haven't seen my brother all weekend. You know what I mean? I don't know what I told him exactly, right? But almost like I'm not leaving until
you get my brother.
Yeah, or I see that he's not here or whatever, right? And one of the guys in there said, hey, well, all right, pues vete pa allá, vete atrás, like go check. So yeah, I go around back and like I'm in the woods, in the wilderness. Socorro.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he knows you don't even know, but I said Sequiel because it's Bobby.
Yeah.
But when I call for my brother and it's a little serious, I go Sequiel, and I go Sequiel, and then I just go I heard Cito.
I was weak, bro. I was in the middle of I was in the jungle, bro. Serio, Pedro.
Yeah, dog. Before, hey, bro, I did it like 2.5 days in TJ, a Mexican jail, bro. Forget about it, dude.
Yeah, I saw.
You know what I mean? Like,
there's no coming back from that.
We never talked about it.
Until
That's
now.
how. Yeah, no, not even like really what happened. You know what I mean? Inside, deep inside. You know what I'm saying?
Because they'll tell you, bro. Hey, van a ir a trabajar. Ya se perdieron, like that. And they were pretty girls, bro. Feo, like, you know what I mean? Ponla acá atrás, like, you know what I mean? And that was the thing. You learn, like, if you don't get out on the first or the second day, hey, se puso serio. You got to remember numbers, and that's what they do. Like the people like us, if you get caught up out there, let them know, call, because you get lost. You'll get lost.
I didn't know that was a thing. You can get lost in the system then? Yeah.
Well, yeah, dude.
Well, dude, I'm telling you, they do what they want. You know, they do what they want. They pull up on you. You pick up on a chick. You're all on the beach. Ya valió, bro.
That's all this guy does is pick up on chicks. Bro.
No, I don't.
All he talks about.
Look at this guy right here, dude.
Chicks.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? It doesn't matter,
Real
bro.
foxy.
When I was in there, it was sad because me and him and Louis, we all went to a bar on the beach in Ensenada. And it's just like surfers. Like surfers go because on that side, they right love there. All that. Yeah, that surf and all that. And I remember there was like about 15 güeros, bro. All of them in pajamas. Like, well, not pajamas, you know, like kicking back. Like they were all getting ready to sleep. And I asked one of them, I said, what happened? He goes, I don't know, bro. He goes, we checked into our room. We were having a good time. And then they just barged in and snatched them all up. It's the feria, bro. It's the feria. I was like, damn. I remember I was out there one time. They cuffed the guy to a pole in the middle of the strip. Like if you guys are on State Street, aquí te quedas, bro. Yeah, clap, boom. We'll come back and get you. Yeah, bro. It's fun, like serio, fun. Pero cuidado. You know what I mean? It's like another, and you know, rightfully so. Los Americanos, you know, that
Mexico's the best, bro.
Yeah, we go over there y es puro desmadre.
The best.
So they got to try to, you know what I mean, keep it together, keep their community, you know, they know that because it's feria. But it's kind of like all it takes is just one bad apple, one spark, and then it goes. You know what I mean? So they always, with dealing with that for so long, they just deal with it the way they deal with it, you know? So you might get caught up, you might not.
Yeah, chances are you're not going to get caught up.
Yeah.
But
you got to be really doing like
yeah.
Or showing
you could have a good time. You could.
One of my friends, bro, they got in a fight on the strip
in Mexico.
In Mexico, yeah, in the strip in Ensenada. And
it was TJ.
No, this was a different time.
Oh, okay.
And we got in a fight in the strip. I don't even think I was in the fight. It wasn't with me, but my friend knew the guys or something. And I told my friend was like, he's real macho man. And he's like, nah. I go, you got to be cool, man, because we're not gonna help. They're already busted, and they came up to us, and I told the guy, I go, nah, we're not even with these guys. These guys were like cholos. They had brochas and all that, and I always dressed different. But we were with them, but we just looked different. I said, míralos.
Trying to evade the
yeah, mira cómo estamos vestidos. No les parece. We don't look the same, right?
Yeah.
And then they had everybody in the back, bro, their side and our side. And my boys all like there, like just panting, like, Ciro, I don't know if I could take it, right? And I'm like, I'm grabbing his arm, like, hey, fucker, you can't help him if you're locked up, and that's just one more person that I'm gonna have to bail out. Yeah, no, I know, dog, I know, but damn, whatever, right? And then finally, bro, I don't know what the hell, kid, he said, screw that, and he ran to the paddy wagon, like, to take him. Like, llévame con mis amigos. I'm like, what the? I go, hey, what? There's more fatty. Whatever, dog. And yeah, bro. He literally ran himself into the jail. Into the paddy wagon.
That's loyal.
Yeah, like,
retarded
like,
loyal.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, we can't help him on the inside. We got to help him on the outside. But and he was right there, bro, and I can feel him. Like his temperature is getting hotter.
He's like getting riled up.
Yeah, like, hey, vato. Like, I went in like that. Yeah. Like, hold on. You know what I mean? We can't help him if we're all locked up.
Ciro, let me go.
Yeah, and he just went, and he started running.
My friends crashed a car on the way from Ensenada, like right in TJ, Rosarito. And the federales all swooped up on them and everything. And they were telling them, bro, like, that's it, you're done. Like, literally. And they literally had, it's almost like a like a movie. They had federales there. I'm not sure if he hurt anybody or whatnot, you know what I mean? So we all literally went back to Cali, you know, and whatever, and my friend's brother. Y andamos todos cohetes. They're like, hey, we got to break him out because he was bad. That was Operation, like a movie. I anda dormido, dude, all hopped up. We went in there. I was distraction. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be, I've always been good with gente, you know, like, oh, y cómo, y la enfermera, y que eso, pues, ¿qué le dan? Mientras allá andan sliding them out, dude. It was funny.
Had a blow church.
Yeah. It was funny because, yeah, I could see through the mirror. I could see through the window. They got him down, and like, and all these guys back then, they were all like Fast and the Furious cars, low, and you know, we didn't want nobody, nothing like that. And they were two brothers. The father let him use a bigger truck, pero cuando lo levantaron from the thing, se ve la darga and all that. I'm like, all right, Operation Get the Brothers in full effect. And the lady was like, oh, sí, ¿te gusta el filme? I'm like, yeah, okay, pues ahí los vemos. You know what I mean? And she just looked at me like, what the hell? I'm like, what? Operation, you know, ahí los vemos. And then we cruised. You
guys broke somebody out of jail?
No, we broke them out of the hospital. Oh. Broke them out of the hospital, but there was chotas there. I don't know.
They were going to jail after.
You know who they were? It was the two brothers, the Harley brothers. I won't say no name. Yeah, they got ties. Right. They got ties, but it was crazy.
Huh. That's crazy.
Stories
for
But
days.
now we're trying to live in the, you know what I mean, in the present.
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
But
Enjoy.
It's good to look back
of
and
course.
see the only story that I have like that is just the time that we lost my cousin, but he was in the hospital. We thought he was somewhere else, but
bro, we lost my friend. Shout out to Tommy.
Oh,
this is for another day.
Hurry.
My boy John Rallo knows. My boy Kimo Silva was there. So was Ethan. But I got a homie that's in a wheelchair. He's paralyzed from like the waist down. His name's Tommy. Real firecracker. Real go-getter. We lost him in Vegas, bro. Serio, like a hood hangover. Like,
oh, okay. I the
but a hood,
hangover,
yes, but a hood hangover.
Yeah.
Like literally, bro, like
nobody woke up with tattoos on their faces.
Yeah, but he was like, we lost him in Vegas, bro, for like almost like a full day. And he's in a wheelchair, mind you. That vato, homie, he gets down partying.
Yeah, they pull up to a casino.
And we're gonna have some content with him. Like that's my guy, part of the brand or whatever, this and that. But Tommy, yeah, man,
Top.
Yeah.
They
I had to
pull up
get
to a
him on.
casino. They're like, "Hey, is that your boy? He looks like he's been through hell."
Yeah, he's
like
on the
all
corner.
kinds of, you know
They
what I
kicked
mean?
him out
What
of the
happens in
casino.
Vegas? And Cito's like, "Nah, that's not him." They pull up, and I'm like, "Yeah, that is him. Get his ass."
Because I had seen people, bro. We were driving. I had seen people, like, I already seen like 4 in him. And so when we pulled up, he was there with like 2 other homeless. And my boy Kimo or John, one of those two, said like, "Hey, there's Tommy." And I thought like, yeah, right. And I looked over. His whole shirt was black, bro. It was a white shirt, and he had turned it inside out because he had been rolling through the whole night, bro. Like he blacked out, like in his wheelchair.
He went.
Hey, dude.
Hey, he went hard, bro. He went hard. It just.
I'm gonna bring him in, like,
Yeah,
bro.
so
Like,
you can share that story.
It's funny when I used to tell his side. Like, I haven't even told you guys. Like, this is just like, before we cut off or whatever. But like, I haven't even told you half of, like, 80% of the story, bro. But I didn't talk to him for like a month because I was mad at him because we went out there to take care of something. And when he told me his side of the story, bro, dude, hilarious, bro. Hilarious, bro. And he's good to talk, bro. Tommy Terrible, my boy. Shout out.
We'll have to try to get him on.
Yeah, man.
That sounds like a funny story.
Oh, dude, my boy John said if we would have had cameras at that time, bro, that would have been comic gold.
Yeah.
Like, just losing him. We lost him twice. I waited for him. I lost him a 3rd time, and then finding him, they kicked him out because they thought he was homeless. And he's like, "Nah, I live here."
The one that can't walk around was like, "You guys are party poopers."
Oh, dude,
I'm leaving you guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm down, bro. But Tommy's on a whole. He'll just like, and he's all cute, bro. Like, because you see him. I just see my boy. He's in a wheelchair. I know that, but I don't see him like he's handicapped. But I don't.
Right.
You know what I mean?
The difference.
But
yeah.
I see how society sees him because I'm around him, and he uses that to his advantage. So he'll just cruise up to somebody, and he'll just be smiling and shit, and it's infectious. And you just want to talk to him, and he's a very good talker, bro. Like, he'll talk about anything, man. Watch, we'll get him on here. We'll get him on here for another.
Yeah, because we ran out of time already. Yeah.
All right then.
Well, we have to get him. We'll get him on here. We'll get some of your friends over here.
Yeah.
I know you got a couple lists. We saw, obviously, like Joe Rogan's friend.
Yeah, John Rallo. We'll fly him out here.
Yeah.
From his busy schedule.
Yeah, but hope you guys liked that video. I had to bring him back. I'm going to bring him back another time so they can keep sharing the stories. It's been Tony, your host with the most. Remember to like, share, subscribe.
Yeah.
Go follow my 2 uncles. I'll put their social media down in the description below so you guys can follow the brand that's coming up. We're working on some social medias for that. Rambo?
I just want to say thanks to all the followers and shit for all the support.
Yeah, we're at 333.
Yeah, so keep it up. Keep the
333?
Yeah, keep it up.
That's
Keep
a good
it up.
number, though.
Put it out
might not
there,
be a lot, bro,
lacantina.
but you got to start somewhere.
You got to start somewhere.
And you can't fail if you don't quit
Or
if you don't stop.
Yeah, you can't quit. You can't fail something you don't do.
Well, that's yeah. All right.
Yeah, but with that being said, see you guys in the next episode. Thank you guys again.
Peace out.